guys, it's Chris. Welcome to Miskatonic University Craft Club. Today we are going to try to work on a video that I've been promising you guys for quite a while. I'm going to show off everything I've crocheted, at least every wearable that I still have and can find. I was going through and gathering everything, organizing it, and there's some stuff that's missing, and I don't know if it's just buried in a box somewhere because my stuff isn't like fully unpacked because this is just a temporary place that I'm living. So I don't know. I am a little concerned that I can't find everything, but hopefully it's just in a box and it's fine. But mostly everything that I have made since I started crocheting is here. I know I've given away a couple of things, not a whole lot, and I'm not doing blankets today because I think that would be too much, like just going through all of the clothes that I've crocheted. It's a lot. So it's going to be like cardigans, sweaters, and tops. I have one skirt. I should have another one, but I don't know where that is either. And like shawls and scarves and accessories. So exciting. And today I am drinking Bones coffee, a nice lovely mug that my mother bought me. It's got my first initial on it. It's a lovely pink color. I like it. And this is the Bones Irish Cream. I don't know, they have some fancy name and I don't remember what it is, but it's their Irish cream coffee with just like lactose-free milk in it, and I don't tend to get too fancy with the creamers usually. Alright, let us get started. It is way too hot for this, but we're gonna do it anyway, and I think I'm gonna start with, well, I might just show off my skirt first really quick because I don't have a way of actually showing you wearing that other than like trying to insert a picture, which I will try to remember to do that. I'll probably need someone to take a picture because I don't have a full-length mirror I can use, but I'll try to make that happen for you. As it is, I'm just gonna like hold it up and show it to you guys. So this is a full-length skirt. It ruffles out a little bit at the bottom. It's like kind of tight up here, but it's stretchy yarn, so it's still, you know, really easy to move. This is, I don't remember. I want to say it's like a willow wheel or something. I'm sure that's wrong. There's a dog that fell down when I picked this up. If I remember, I will put it in the description box down below. I got like a variety pack, and I know when I first made this I showed it off, so in that video, in a couple of videos actually, I should have explained what this yarn is. So it's somewhere. But this, like I said, I got a variety pack. I got a couple of different colors, and I made some shawls with some of them. And when I saw these ones, I'm like, that is Powerpuff Girls. Like, this one's actually more of a purple than the blue it looks like on camera, but still, it just felt very Powerpuff Girls to me. So that's what I made, is my Powerpuff Girls skirt, and I love it. It's like a nice stretchy wool nylon blend, I think. I don't remember. And then the black yarn is something else. This black is not the same as this one. I think this feels like a red heart, maybe. It's some kind of value acrylic that I used for the waistband. And then I don't know what this is, but it's stretchy. I love this skirt. It's super comfortable. It's beautiful. It's very warm though. So I haven't been wearing it because it's way too hot for a wool skirt right now. But hopefully, as fall and winter happen, I can start wearing that again. So number one. And that I made within the past year, shortly before I moved down here. So very recent. Let's go ahead and just knock out like scarves, hats, accessories really quick, because that's a much smaller pile than pretty much everything else. So I've got these, which this is very, very old. This I think is Red Bird. This is like a hand-dyed yarn that my sister gifted me for our birthday one year. I don't have any of the information on it, but it's really beautiful. It's got a nice stretch. It's pretty soft. I have like a full set that I was working on. I did the scarf, which I can put that on. Like I said, it's a couple of years old, so I really wasn't great at the time. I think this goes this way. No, I don't know. And then there should be 2 gloves. I don't know which way to go. One of them I got gone through the wash, and it came apart. It might be this one because there's holes there, and I don't know how this is supposed to fit. Not well, apparently. Maybe like that, but you can see there's holes in it. This just looks like drop stitches to me. So maybe that is actually what happened with the other one, is that I just didn't do very well and I dropped some stitches. Or no, that looks like that was tied maybe and it came apart. I don't know. But there's supposed to be another glove and there's a hat. And I don't know where either of those are. Who knows? So that's that. This is another one that is older. Hello. There's like a little beetle on the project I have sitting on my desk right now. This is maybe like 7 or 8 years old. I know when I made it. I know where I was working at the time. I just don't remember how long ago that was. But yeah, it's like there's a cowl, hat, which this has cables in it. You see that? And this I know is Karen Simply Soft. But yeah, I made a hat with cables. I didn't finish it, as you can tell, but I was working on gloves with fingers, and then I was going to do the thumb pull after, and I don't know what the plan was here. There's another one of these somewhere. I don't know where it's at, but yeah, I did this like 7 or 8 years ago. The hat's too big, obviously, but now I don't do hats. I don't really do gloves. I'm not any good at that stuff. But clearly, I thought I could do a cabled hat back then. And it looks fine. Like, it's not bad. It doesn't fit. But I think if you turned up the brim, maybe. You know, it's a good set, especially for how old this is and how early that was in my crochet career. Like, this is when I actually started to take crochet seriously for the first time. And that's what I did. And I've got like a random little scarf. Nothing super fancy, but This is another one that's older. I don't have any idea when I made this. Several years ago. This is another one from this past year, which I bought this yarn because I just thought it was absolutely gorgeous. And then it started, I wanted to make a cowl with it because I was walking to work at the time and it was like super, super cold and I needed something to keep me warm. And then with just this, it wasn't long enough to wrap around my neck twice. So I just found another acrylic yarn that I had and made it longer. So I can wear it up like this and be like super, super warm and cozy, or I can just wrap it around my neck twice. It's very warm. I really, really like the color. It's soft and cozy and it's great. It is way too hot to be using it right now because it's like 80 degrees, but good for winter. I also have this cowl, which is a red heart ombre. I did ribbing and then a moss stitch and then sewed it together. This was, I want to say like 2 years ago maybe that I made this, but it's just a simple like toss it on. It's not like one that you wrap around. And I have washed this, so it lays a lot nicer than it did when I first made it, and it's a lot softer now because red heart softens up significantly when you wash it. So it's nice. I like it. Nice neutral color. I also have this cowl that I made. I haven't woven any ends. This was leftover from an advent calendar, Ice Castle advent calendar from the Woolly Dragon. I also have a sweater that I made with the rest of the advent yarn, as well as a couple of other skeins I had gotten from quarterly boxes, I want to say. It's nice. It lays nice. This is her DK base. I don't remember what the base is called, but it's like a merino wool with something else. I don't know, but it's nice. It's got a lot of stretch. So it's a really good yarn for garments. It would be really good for knitting if you're a knitter. It's probably what it's actually intended for, not crochet, but I like it. I have this also I made within the past like 2 years. This was based off of a pattern by Crochet Eh Canada. It's a little like waffle stitch cat ear hat. I like it. It's very warm, very cozy. It's mandala watercolors, I think. But it's really nice. No, this one's a lot of theme, a lot of black and gray. That's my color. I made this within the past couple of months. And there should be a video fairly recently where I showed it off. It's a little beret, like a granny stitch. And this is Universe from Hobie. I can't tell you the color name. I don't know it. But obviously it's the black and white one. And you can see with these that I'm not great at clothes. They're not quite the same size. This one is like a little bit looser. That one fits a little bit tighter. They are the same length at least. And mostly they're pretty close to the same. That is, I need to fix that because that is like, you can't see. You see that where it's not pulled tight anymore, so I need to fix that. But I've got that set, and then since I've got two black and white gray towels. I have two. I have one. I have the ombre towel that I could wear with these. And my phone is going crazy, so give me a second to check on that. See if that's anything important. Okay. Take off his hat because it's too hot for hats. I do have just a couple more scarves, but they're not really like scarves that I wear. There's also some scarves that I know that I've made that they've got to be somewhere in my room because I still have them. But I don't know where they are. Once I actually have my own place again, I should be able to organize things a lot better, and maybe I can do one of these again. I don't know. We'll see. But these are all like a velvet yarn. I don't remember what brand I used. But I remember seeing them and thinking that they were perfect house colors, so I went ahead and got them and made house scarves. So this is Slytherin. And these aren't things that I really wear, I just have them for like decoration. It's really hard to take care of velvet yarn, so I really wouldn't want to wear them and have them worn and get all gross and stuff. So there's that one. There's Gryffindor, however you say it. And I just kind of did different color patterns for each of them. You could wear that, you know, you could pull this around, but that's like not a lot of space around my neck yet. But again, these are more for decoration than actual wear. These I want to say I made like 3 years ago, maybe 4. Ravenclaw. I couldn't find like a perfect. I mean, that's a pretty good bronze color. I think these are actually different yarn from the rest of them too, because I couldn't find the right colors in whatever that yarn was. So I found these instead. And then there's My House, Hufflepuff. You can tell I didn't really bother to do anything with my ends. They're cute, and I like them. And I pretty much just like hang them up. They don't always sit on a hanger. I actually have them more on display before, but right now I just don't really have anywhere to display stuff, so they just stay on a hanger in the closet until I can actually do something with them. But that's us. The tops next to get them out of the way, and there's also a dress in that pile, but it's fine because it's something I have to take on and put up, so that's just what that category is. So I've got this sweater that is quite old. I'd say 5 or 6 years. No idea what the yarn is. This is different from the gray. This is definitely a red heart, but I don't know what this one is. But it was a soft striping. And it's pretty soft. The gray is definitely not. You can also like really see my seam here. and there's a giant hole. I wasn't great at sewing stuff. I'm getting a lot better at it. But there's that. I actually do like this sweater. I don't really wear it. But I do like it. That's really cozy. It's way too warm for right now, but there's nothing wrong with it. I should definitely wear this more. Once I fix that giant hole in the outfit. I think there's a sweater I'm missing too, because I didn't see it in this pile, and I just knocked off my glasses, sorry. It's one of my favorites, so I'm really sad that I don't see it anywhere, because that's one that I actually wore quite a bit when I had a job where I could wear stuff like that. I have this. It's supposed to be more like a tunic top, but it didn't come out the way I intended. So that's the front of it, and then this is the back. This one, I honestly think I'm going to take apart and make it into something else, because it's just, I don't know. I seeing it on again, it's not bad. It isn't what I intended it to be. But it's not bad. I might keep it. I might not. I don't know. I'll figure it out. And this is a Hobie cotton. I don't remember which one. And the pattern is a Hobie pattern. It's like the Kisa Tee, I think. It's Kisa. And it's meant to be a t-shirt, and I just made mine a lot longer. And I think that's a free pattern on there. This is meant to be a top. When I made it, this was also something that I made several years ago. The pattern was definitely far too advanced for me. Like, at the time I didn't really understand the importance of gauge or using the right size yarn or hook or any of that. I just thought that, you know, these were pretty colors and they would look good in the pattern. I've never worn it. I honestly don't even remember how you're supposed to put it on. I was trying to figure it out before I started filming, and I don't know. Because whatever this is, it's not what it was supposed to be. It doesn't fit the way it's supposed to. And so I clearly made some kind of adjustments to try to make it work for me, and I just don't know what it's supposed to do, so. Who knows? But the colors are really pretty. It's very like fall. I have the pattern for this. I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but I should be able to link it down below. And then this is cotton from Premier. I don't remember exactly what yarn it is. I think it's one they were clearancing out though. It's a little bit shorter than I would like. If I had like really high-waisted shorts or jeans, I think it would be okay. But like this is not where I would like a top to hit me. This is right across my belly button, and I'm just too fat for that, to be completely honest. It's also a little bit too wide in the back, so the shoulders just come off a lot of the time. It's, you know, open or closed panel, and then a very open back. I'm thinking I need to put like something across the back, some kind of just a chain across the back to kind of hold the shoulders on, or just take the whole thing apart, since it doesn't sit where I want it to anyway. And it's, honestly, I think it's a little bit bigger than it's supposed to be. But it's not a bad shirt. It's definitely not a bad design. It's just not fitting me quite the way I'd like it to. You know, see that? If I try to like walk around in it, that's what happens. It just falls off. So, not a bad shirt. I really like this yarn. I would like to give this another shot, but I just need to make some adjustments. You know, but it's cute. Very good for summer. This isn't entirely finished because I never like found anything to lace up the back. But this is my corset hoodie design that I came up with. This, I'm thinking I might end up taking apart, to be completely honest. Because in the end, I just don't think that I'm happy with it. Yeah, so it's hanging weird because I don't have any lacing for the back. If I do pull the back closed, it gapes weird. It's got a hood, but I can't even reach it. It's just fit problems all the way around. But it was a really fun experiment. You know, I don't know if I'll try it again. If I do, I will definitely do it differently. But that's the thing. There's the hood. It kind of sits like up here, but because it starts so low on the shoulders, you can't reach it when you're actually wearing it, which kind of defeats the purpose of the hoodie. I think that's gonna go on a scrap pile. I've also got this, which was an attempt at the like sleeves thing that's so popular. This is Kobe Dream Color, I think. And then I was inspired by a pattern, which I will try to remember to link down below. It's one that's available on Ribbler. I don't know what it's called, but it's like the sleeves themselves were very similar to her pattern, and then she like goes up onto the shoulders and makes it a turtleneck, and I didn't do that. I like the colors together a lot. I really, really like this yarn. This is beautiful. But this just isn't really practical or really wearable. Honestly, I might have this on the wrong way because it's not fitting right. No, there's not really another way to put it on. Yeah, it's just, this is going in the scrap pile. Hopefully it frogs well. because I really do like the yarn and I would like to do something better with it, but as is, this doesn't really work for me. This is like a granny square t-shirt that I made, I think following a Cinnamon Stitches tutorial. This is a discontinued yarn. It was a Lion brand something, but they don't make it anymore. I bought it on clearance. I like this. I was thinking it was gonna go in the scrap pile, but now that I'm wearing it again, I really like it. I made the neckline way too big, so I just made a strap here. So it gives it like a cold shoulder on one side, and then it just kind of sits a little bit off the shoulder on the other side. Yeah, I actually really like that. I can keep this one. I do have more of this color in this yarn, and I think I have like some scraps of this color left. So I need to find something to do with the rest of it, but this is cute. I don't know what my problem was. And it's pretty long, so it'd be good with some leggings. Okay, so yes, I made this within the past year. I think over the winter, like November, December, somewhere in there. Hoping this continues to record okay. I'm getting at the point where sometimes it cuts off, so I'm gonna try to keep an eye on it. This is the dress I was talking about. This isn't quite finished. Like the basic dress is done, but I got some elastic that I'm going to put in the area of the bust line, so that it sits just a little bit better through here. And again, it's very hard to show like a full length, but I just made this a couple months ago, and I'm planning on wearing it for Halloween. I don't know what I'm doing for Halloween yet, but this is a beautiful Halloween dress. This is inspired by the Not Your Granny's dress, Not Your Granny's square dress, something like that. I will post a link to that pattern. I don't remember the name of the person who made it, but I did post this like on Facebook where she had posted her design, and she was totally cool with the inspiration and everything, so you know, all good there. But yeah, it's like two big granny squares and maybe your granny stripes, and when she did hers, she kept doing granny stripes, but I changed it to fit my body in the way I wanted it to fit. So that's that. Again, it's way too warm. This is a red heart. No, it's not red heart. I think the black is red heart. The colors are Mainstays acrylic, and I need to wash it to soften up the yarn, and I put that elastic in that band there, and I think that'll make it just like cinch in a little bit and fit just that little bit nicer. I am very popular today. I apologize. Okay, that was actually really important, because it's about my new job, so. Okay, I apologize for that. This is another thing that I've made within the past couple of months. Sorry, something's moving and I don't know if it's my mom coming upstairs or if it's a mouse. Because this is an old house, they're mice. I love this. I probably could have made it a little bit longer. I do think it's fine though because it's meant to be over something else. So it's okay if it's not like super long. It's a mohair. Beautiful sea green color. It's perfect. I think I already said I made this within the past couple of months. It was after I moved here. So very recent. It's really soft, it's really lightweight, it is really warm though. Even though it is very open and airy, still, you can't wear this in 80-degree weather. But I absolutely adore it, and I look forward to having opportunities to actually wear this. I actually just got a skirt that would like match this perfectly too. So maybe I'll do that at some point. With like a white tank top, it'd be very cute. I actually don't have as much for the scrap pile as I thought I might have so far, so that's good. It's always nice to try things on again and go look at them. This is that other Advent yarn project that I was talking about with the Holy Dragon yarn. I love this. I want to say this is the Homegirl Sweater. Again, I don't remember the name of the creator, but I will post a link down below. I love this. I mean, there's nothing else to say. It's perfect. The colors are like beautiful. It looks almost watercolory. The stripes came out beautiful. It fits great. It's, you know, because it's a nice wool. It's got a beautiful stretch to it. It just, it's perfect. And I love the like off the shoulder thing. I do need to weed in my ends because you can see I haven't really done that. And I think I made this like December of last year, so it's very recent. 8 or 9 months old, I guess. But it's beautiful and I adore it, and yeah. I will definitely post the link for this pattern. There's two sweaters that are very similar by the same designer. One's the Homegirl Sweater, one's the Homebody Sweater, I think. And I don't remember for sure which one this is. I've made both of them. The sweater that I'm missing is the other one. So I've made both patterns, and they're perfect. She's a really great designer. I will post her pattern. I just don't remember, but it's saved on my computer. So, but this sweater is perfect and beautiful, and I love it. This is another one that's probably going in the scrap pile. This is the Karen Blossom yarn. And it, you know, it's got a nice stretch and I like it. I like the yarn. I don't like how my top came out. It doesn't fit correctly. It is kind of reversible, so I tried to avoid. I did make the neckline different on both sides. It just didn't work for me. I do still like these two yarns together a lot. I think they look really nice. I really like the two color thing, obviously. I want to do something else that utilizes these yarns together because it's just a beautiful color combo. This pattern it didn't work. So that's going in the scrap pile, and hopefully I can do something else really great with that. And I need to see if this is working. Okay. Another shirt. This was more of an experiment using yarn that I had made something else with and I scrapped. And I loved the idea of like those handkerchief hem granny square tops, and I wanted to try one and see if I could make it work. I don't know. It's very oversized, and it's not. I don't hate it. It's just not a shape that I usually see on my body, and so I'm not really sure exactly how I feel, but it's not bad. The biggest problem, I think, is because it is a granny square and it's got like these, open holes everywhere. I just don't know that I would wear it. I think if I did like a solid granny square version, maybe. But I'm a pretty modest person. So I don't know that I'm comfortable with showing that much skin if I just did like a bra under it. And I feel like wearing a tank top under it kind of defeats the purpose of having such a lightweight flowy top. So, I don't know. I'll hold on to this one, but I don't know right now what I'm going to do with it. But I like the concept. I think it came out well. Okay, so that's tops. Drink some coffee. I think we're gonna do shawls next, because I don't have as many shawls as I do cardigans. And I'm definitely missing some, which is a shame. That's still the stitch marker in it, because that's not a finished row. Good, cool. This is the same yarn as that Powerpuff Girl skirt, and I want to say this pattern is the Oceans of Love shawl. I'm not sure, but I will list that down below. I made a couple of these because I was experimenting. It's cute. I like the way it fits. I like that it's got like a little opening where your arm would be. I think that makes it lay really nice. I'm not really a like wear a shawl as a scarf kind of person, but I mean, I guess. I don't know if this one is quite big enough to really do that. I usually will do around the shoulder. And I do like it. I think it's nice. Clearly not finished though, so I need to figure that out. I think this is another one of those. Or this might be where I started experimenting with trying to make my own pattern. I actually couldn't tell you. I think this is one of those though. I think it's the same as the one that I just showed you guys. It's just bigger. This is Kobe Shadow Sultan. And that is gorgeous. I need to wear this. Like with a black top, it looks really, really good. I like that. I'm keeping this one. That's nice. I like it. Okay. I think I have another one of these cakes too. If I don't, I can always get more. Because that's really pretty. Green's my favorite color, and that fade is just really stunning. This is another one of that first cake that I showed you. And it's also Oceans of Love, or whatever that is. But this one I made wrong. You can see that the points don't line up right. Like, there's supposed to be one in the center, but I don't have one in the center. But that's that one. It's cute. I like these colors a lot. Whatever this yarn is, I'd like to get more of it. I need to figure out what it was and where I got it. I get emails from them, so I know what the store is. I just can't remember the name of it, but this came out really cute. This is one that I'm wanting to sell, but I need to like weave in the ends, make sure it's all finished up, you know. But that's cute. It's like a nice spreadsheet sort of thing, and I haven't walked it. I'm sure if I do, it'll stretch out and like be a bit bigger, because right now it's cute, but it is a little small, you know. So I can try blocking it to see what that does. This is one of my favorites. This is 2 of the mandala bonus bundles. It's Meow, and I don't remember what the other one is called right now. But the like later ones with the like pink is Meow, and then I don't remember the other one, but I got a bunch of them. This is massive because it was 2 bonus bundles. And it's been washed, so it's like super, super soft and drapey, and I love it. This one's definitely one of mine. Like, this isn't going anywhere. And it was inspired by the Kisa Tee Tango shawl. But it's not that pattern. It's just a moss stitch with alternating the 2 cakes. But I got that idea from the Kisa Tee Tango shawl, which I will link that pattern because it is a really nice pattern. I just, when I started to do her stitch pattern, I didn't feel like doing it, so I did my own thing instead. I was playing a D&D game at the time, and hers takes some concentration, and a moss stitch doesn't. Yeah, it's huge. This goes down. The front part is down almost triangle. I don't know where the back is heading because I can't see it, but it's so cozy and perfect, and like just a really good blanket shawl. And it's way too warm right now, but I love this thing, and I will probably live in it come fall. It's so big. Like, this is way wider than my wingspan. I just love how the colors turned out too. It's really pretty. Centaur maybe is what the brownie one is. I don't remember. So that's mine. Some of these I might be willing to part with, or like I made planning to sell. No, but not that. This still has ends hanging off of it because I'm honestly not sure if I'm going to keep it or if I'm going to scrap it. This was, oh my god, that's scratchy. This was from a mystery box from Mishcraft or Mishcraft with Cassie. Is that one not actually connected? Somewhere else. Okay. So I don't remember what this yard is. But this made me think of burlap. So this shawl was kind of like trick or treat inspired. But I just don't think that it is effective as trick or treat. The orange and the brown are the same yarn, just the different colors. I don't know if I still have the labels, but it was like a nice brand. I don't know. I think they're wool though, because they're a little bit scratchy, and I haven't done anything with this. I haven't like washed it, obviously, and taking off. I wouldn't throw it in the wash. Well, not that you would throw yarn in the wash. You know what I mean. It's also, I didn't really know what I was doing, clearly. And I messed up. Like, you can see this weird curve here. I've gotten better about that. I can make a straight edge on a triangle shawl now. I have no idea what this is, but I really, really like it, and I want more. It's really soft, it's stretchy, and it's that perfect, like, burlappy color. So it would be good for, like, Sam from Trick or Treat, which is what I was doing, or, like, Oogie Boogie, because he's a burlap sack. It was really nice. But I don't have any more of it, because, like I said, these came from a mystery box. So this is all I got. Hopefully I still have the tags and I can figure out what these yarns are and maybe get some more somewhere. This one might be a discontinued one because I remember trying to find something similar and I couldn't. I don't know. But this shawl is probably going in the scrap pile because I don't think it's effective for what it was meant to be. So I'll do something else. But I still like the idea, and I still think it would be fun to do like horror movie shawls and wraps. That was kind of my plan. It just hasn't happened. But I think that would be a really fun idea. I think other people would like it. If you like that idea, let me know. If other people are interested in buying them, my order is already. This is fun. This is based on an expression fibers pattern, but I did it wrong, and also the panels, like the colored, this and the back. In the actual pattern, they have like Halloween motifs. Like there's I can't stand still, I'm sorry. There's like a witch hat, cats, and I don't remember what the last one is, but they all three have like motifs in them. You're supposed to use multiple colors to make the pattern. I just followed the stitch count. I did not use the same size yarn. I didn't use her yarn because she is a yarn dyer. And I'm pretty sure she used a soft yarn and I did not. And then I completely messed up the spiderweb part. So this doesn't fit. Like, as you can see, this is not, it's not supposed to fit like this. So this is probably going in the scrap pile. I have leftover yarn from my Halloween dress. So I am thinking what I'm going to do. Take this apart, redo it with those yarns to go with that dress. And then I can still use this white one, which this is a KNC yarn, but I don't remember what line it is. That is a Joann's exclusive, I think. It's really nice and soft. I do think it's perfect for spider webs. I just did the spider webs wrong. But I do love the shape of the cape and like how it's supposed to fit. It is really nice. It just doesn't, because I just used too big of yarn and messed up the spider webs and it just ended up too big. So that happens. Scrap pile for that one. This is actually one of my favorite things I ever made. I did this around the same time as the like Christmassy colored hat and scarf and glove set, because I was working at the same place. I was working with children at the time, so I had made this because I thought it would be fun to wear at work and that the kids would, you know, find it engaging and exciting, which they did. This is 2 different red heart stripes, I want to say. And then I did, you know, this looks like a V-stitch, and then I switched to a granny stitch when I switched colors. I was just using up scraps from blankets I had made, which I still have the blanket that I used this yarn for. I might end up showing that to you guys at some point, just not today, because this is already going to be a really long video. But it's that. I still really like it. It hasn't been washed ever. It probably needs to go in the pile of things that need to be washed. I need to organize that into things that need to be washed. I haven't used it that much, so it's not like it needs to be washed, right? It's just that if I do wash it, it's going to be a lot softer because it's red heart. But yeah, it's nice. It's just like a wrap. It's a decent length, a decent height. It's nice. Good with a black shirt because it's very, very colorful. Should I be rating stuff? That is one of my favorites, honestly, because it's just very bright and colorful and also very simple. So I like it. I have a couple more shawls. This. I have no idea what pattern I used for this. You don't recognize it. It looks almost like I just made a raglan into a shawl. This is not right. Okay, I didn't use a pattern for this because shawls shouldn't fit like that. So this I think is going in the scrap pile. This is the yarn that I used for the sweater that I absolutely adore that I can't find. I thought it was a carrot cake, but that's a lot thinner than a carrot cake. Like looks like a DK weight, or even a sport potentially. I think it's DK. And carrot cakes are worsted, so I don't know what this yarn is. But it's pretty soft, and it does actually have some stretch to it. And it's really pretty, and I like it. And it's going in the scrap pile, because shawls aren't supposed to fit like that. This is another, just kind of like a simple rectangle kind of wrap. This is will be Sultan cake. I don't think it's a pastello. I think it's just a regular. I think it's Sultan. I might be wrong about that. But it's, I got a couple of colors and like their mystery cake tags. And I got the pink one, I got a purple, I got a blue. And so I decided to make this for myself with the pink. I made a Ruana wrap for my sister with the purple. And then I haven't done anything with the blue yet because I have plans to make something for a friend of mine who loves blue. But I don't know what to make. So that hasn't happened yet. But this is like a fingering weight. It's 2 cakes. So, I faded it from the dark to the light, back to the dark. It's a really beautiful transition. I think it should be a little bit longer, honestly, to really fit nicely, but it's not bad. I don't know. Are there ways you could wear it? I mean, that looks kind of okay. You could like put a shawl pin here and have almost like a little capelet. I think it's too short to like wrap around your neck, really. Yeah, that's a lot. But yeah, that's a thing that I made. I love the yarn, and I love the way the colors fade in this piece. I just don't know how practical it is based on the size and shape of it. This is another very recent one I've made since I moved in here, which was in April. So this is a Hobie butterfly. It's not a pattern, it's just something I did myself. It's meant to be like a little capelet, so I need to get some buttons. It's like that short little capelet. It's hard to see against the black shirt, but you like eyelets kind of, and yeah. There should be a shawl in that too. Yes. There's the shawl. This was me experimenting, I think. I don't think I followed a pattern for this. Yeah, I didn't follow a pattern. I just kind of made a triangle shawl. Free-handed. So here's that. This and the capelet I am looking to sell. I need them given my ends. Obviously I haven't done that. Or end, there's not a lot, it's one cake. And I need to go buttons for the other one, and yeah, it's cute. I'm almost done with shawls. And I just knocked a bunch of shit on the floor, so show me. This I want to say is 2 colors. Don't remember what they are. It's mandala cakes, but I just don't remember what the 2 colorways are. That one fits nice. I don't know if this is pattern or if I free-handed it. It probably is a pattern. I think it's a Hobie pattern, but I couldn't tell you which one. Classical Attitude, maybe? And then I just did my own border on it. It needs to be washed, so it gets like nice and soft and drapey, but I like it. This is one that I might sell because I just don't really see myself wearing it that much. I do love this like green and blue colorway though, so I need to get more of that. And then I love this one too. I want to say this, whatever this color is, that's the other one that's in that 2 cake giant shawl. But I just don't remember for sure what it is. I want to say it's Centaur. Couldn't tell you what this one is, but I love it. Yeah, that's one that I will probably wash and make sure my ends are woven in and try to sell that one. I will clean up the stuff that's on my floor as well. Okay, just show us through these. I did find the shawl that I thought I was missing, so that's good. So I was missing like a skirt and a sweater, I think. This was my design. I was trying to come up with a good bat wing. I'm not completely certain that I accomplished that, but this is gorgeous and I love it. This is one of the Hobie cotton cakes. I just don't remember which one. It lays pretty nice. It's very lightweight. It's pretty long. I adore these colors. This is one that's going to be for sale. I'm not keeping it. I do think it's absolutely stunning, but I didn't make it for myself. I made it to sell. But yeah, there's that. Beautiful, beautiful fade. I will definitely be buying this color again. This was a Black Friday cake, that's what it was. So it's like a special edition that they only do around Black Friday. Yeah. It's gorgeous. I do think the colors in that stitch pattern, like it came out so, so pretty, and it's so lightweight. If you love it, take it home. Make an offer. Oh, that pile. That's most of the shawls. I just have a handful left. This is one that's going on the scrap pile. This is a Lost Soul shawl. It's in the mandala ombre. I don't think it's bad. I just honestly feel like the Lost Soul shawl is a lot better in a lighter weight yarn. And this is a worsted weight. And I also don't think that the way the colors stripe in the mandala ombre looks nice for this. Like, it's hard to tell that these are skulls. I don't know. Holding it up, it's not as bad as I think it is on camera, but I just am not happy with it. If you love it and you want it, let me know. I would be happy to sell it, or yeah, I'd be happy to sell it for pretty cheap probably, but as of right now, the plan is to scrap it and make something else. I'll give it some time though, so if someone gets a hold of me and lets me know that they want it, then we can make that happen. Okay, I did do something with the blue yarn. This is another attempt at the batwing shawl. I do like it. It's just not, I don't know. It's not quite what I'm going for. This might be the Oceans of, no. No. I think this was me trying to make a batwing shawl. But I don't know that I took notes on everything. It's just, I like it, but it's not what I want, right? But this does look beautiful. The fade is gorgeous, and it's not quite as nice as the Black Friday one. I think that one's really striking. But it's good. It's pretty. It's just, I haven't quite gotten what I'm looking for with these. This looks like another one of those, another attempt at getting the shape that I'm looking for. This is mandala nails. It's quite long in the front. Sides are a little bit shorter, and then the back doesn't feel like super long. This is another one I would wash and leave in the ends and go ahead and put up for sale. I don't need like a million shawls, you know. This is some of that yarn that I was talking about that I used for a sweater, and then this is Mainstays cotton. It's not the same yarn weight. It's not the same yarn type, because this is acrylic. I don't know what this is. I don't recognize it. I guess it's like a little capelet. It looks cute. I just, I don't remember making this. So I guess it's probably like 4 or 5 years old. I know I made a jacket with these yarns, and then I took it apart. I don't know. I can just go on the pile, I guess, because I don't know what I would do with it if I took it apart. Do you wear shawl setting? This is the alpaca yarn, alpaca wheel. I don't remember. Hobie just came out with a couple months ago. It's the gray and pink. It's just a very simple triangle shawl because I really wanted the yarn to do the talking, not the pattern. It's super cozy. It's alpaca. It does have that kind of rustic texture because it is like an animal fiber yarn, and you can kind of see the little hairs in it. I don't know if they show up on camera, but they're there. It's incredibly warm. It's really cute. I love the color fade. I adore this. It's just way too hot right now, but I love it. This is another one that I really love, but it's way too hot. It is Sheepy yarn. I don't remember what brand made Sheepy, but they just came out with a purple this year that's really pretty. It's super fluffy. And I just wanted to make something like nice and cozy and warm with it, so I just made a triangle shawl. I like it. It's really soft and warm and fuzzy, and it's just way too warm for it. But I'm keeping this one. And I believe that is all of the shawls. What is this? That's a jacket. Okay. So I'm going to take a quick break and fix myself some more coffee and maybe drink some water because I'm very warm. And then we can tackle all of the jackets because that is by far the biggest pile that I have. And this is going to be an incredibly long video. I hope everything is filming correctly. Okay, I'm gonna take a break. For you guys, it shows me for a couple seconds, but for me, it's gonna be a little bit. See you guys soon. Hi, I'm back. I took some time to refill my coffee, got some fresh water, and I had a couple of a snack, and I put up everything except my cardigans. So, cool. We are ready to show you the rest of my wearables. I'm excited. I have some fun stuff in here. So we're going to start with my most recent finished make. This is a lovely brunette super value. It's not based off of any kind of pattern. I just made a back panel that was as long as I wanted it, front panels, and did the riveting, and then I don't like sewing sleeves on. I usually just will start at the armhole and crochet sleeve, so did that. I debated pockets and I decided against it because I think it would mess with the striping. But I like this a lot. If you are curious about like the colors and everything of the yarn that I used, I bought this originally for Caleb of Allhallows was doing like 100 Nights of Halloween granite square blanket, and I was going to do that, and I started it, and I changed my mind, and I wanted to make a cardigan with this instead. So I've always wanted like a long duster style cardigan. I haven't managed to do that yet, so now I have. I love it. This will be perfect for fall. We're not there yet, but we're getting there. And like the colors are just very fall, and the length is good, and it's like a nice, cozy, soft 4-weight. So very good fall cardigan. I did sew it wrong, so I needed to do something at the end, so on this side. And then I have a bugger to weave in the end, so I'm everything yet. So I still need to do that, but I liked it. This is definitely like in my top 5. My favorite thing I've ever made is a cardigan, and that's in this pile, and I'll let you know when I get to that. I have this. This is another meow bonus bundle. This is the Cherry Blossom Wrap cardigan, I want to say it's called, by Hobie, or on Hobie. And belt is like way too long. So I might need to do something about that, but this is a belt. And it's like, you know, a wrap cardigan. Not a lot to say. It's nice. I need to fix this. Like I said, I might just like, I don't know, fold it over and sew it together to make it wider, and that will help with the length too, because it's definitely like 2 or 3 times as long as it needs to be, you know. But this is cute. It's like a raglan style, and then you just keep increasing to make the wrap kind of fit. And then I think it's actually supposed to have belt loops, but I just didn't bother. It's not a favorite, but I do like it. It's nice. This is another one that might be going on the scrap pile, because it was one of those things that I was just starting to try to figure out how to make cardigans, and I didn't really know what I was doing. It's really, really tight in the arm. So it doesn't really fit comfortably. It's cute though. This is the scarfie. So this panel and the back are one color, and then this sleeve and this sleeve and this panel are a different color. And I like the colors. I think they're really pretty. I just don't think it fits super comfy. I mean, it's okay though. Maybe I'll keep it. One thing I did notice with scarfie yarn when I was working with it, they're not all the same texture. Like this one's pretty soft and drapey. This one's stiffer. So that's part of why it fits just a little bit weird. And then also, again, I didn't know what I was doing yet when it came to making cardigans, so there are just a couple fit issues because of that. But it's not bad, it's just a little bit weird. I do love the ombre effect of the scarfie yarn, though. It's really pretty. So I don't know, I'm indecisive about that. I think, honestly, I just have a lot of cardigans I've made that I know that I will wear, and it's when I don't know that I will wear it. So it's probably better off in the scrap pile. But this is another thing that if someone wants to claim this, I'll sell it to you. Just let me know. This is a monster. This probably needs to go in the scrap pile, honestly, because it's just like, it's too much. It's meant to be Rona, but it drags on the ground. Like, it's just way too long. Which is a shame, because I do like the way it looks, and it's very warm and cozy, but it's just, it's too long, and I don't really know. I have worn it with a belt to kind of help like close it up and get it off the ground a little bit, but it's just a lot, and it's really heavy because it's a 4-weight acrylic, and it's just a lot of yarn. So I don't know. I can't walk in it. Like, it's hanging down about a foot from my feet. It's just, it's not quite that big, but it is completely covering my foot if I just let it, like, drop. It's a couple inches to spare. It's insanely long. But the color is striped really pretty. I know this is a carrot cake. I don't know what color. But I have a shitload of this yarn, as you will see. I've got a lot of other projects in it. This I absolutely adore, but I need to fix it. This is, I want to say it's called the Lordy Poncho from Heart Hook Home. It is in a carrot cloud cake. It's got like cuffs, open sides because it's a poncho, and nice neck hole. I don't see it now, but there's, oh, you can kind of see. I think it's more on the back. I had a stitch, like a whole line of stitches that just came out, and so I've got this weird part that's hanging off, and I need to figure out how to get that back into the stitches. But this is really cute and cozy and warm and super soft because it's a cloud cake and they are amazing. And I love it to pieces. I just stopped wearing it because of that issue. Like you can see where it's pulled out here. And I just need to figure out how to fix that. But I do love that. Let's see what's there. This is fun. So this is one of those things when I was really trying to get into crocheting and figure it out and try to make more complicated things. I had a great idea for a project with winter glow yarn and Metallico. Didn't work. So I ended up just making a couple of other experiments with it. So I have this, which is like a, I guess like a sleeve pattern. So I guess that other one I showed you was not my first attempt at the sleeve pattern because I have this too, which I made before that. So this is the Winter Glow Solid, this is Winter Glow, I don't remember what the colorway is, and then this is the Metallico. And they do look really pretty together. And I really do want to get more of the Winter Glow and try other projects with it. Like, it'd be a great sweater. All of these are just a little bit itchy though. This is cool. I don't remember what's in the Metallico. It might have wool in it, I'm not sure. But they're all Hobie yarns. I do really like this. I just haven't really had a lot of occasion to wear it. But it was just kind of an experiment because the winter project I was making didn't work, and so I had to do something else. And look how pretty that winter glow yarn looks. Also got this. This is the carrot cake. I want to say this is the carrot blossom cake, and then there was another one earlier that I think I called the blossom cake, but it's not. It came out at the same time as the blossom cake, and I don't remember what it is. This is not perfect, but it's a Tunisian knit stitch, and it's, I guess, like a little cropped cardigan. It's very, very warm and cozy. Much, much too warm for this weather. You can tell I kind of, the sleeves are a little weird. They look fine when you're wearing it, but they're just like shaped a little bit funny. Really big, chunky ribbing. I do adore this, honestly. I will definitely be wearing it when cooler weather hits. It's just really fun and colorful and great. This is something I made within the past year and a half. Obviously, because these cakes aren't that old. This one's fun. This is what I made with the, this is a shawl. I thought it was a rope. My bad. Okay, so one more shawl that I have. Looks like just a pretty standard triangle shawl. And it was made with the leftovers of the house colors yarn that I had. So like, it's, you know, pretty. It's really soft because it's a velvet yarn. It's not something I ever wear at all. Clearly, because I thought that it was something else. But it's nice. I would have made it around the same time that I made the house color scarves, and I couldn't tell you when that was, but it was several years ago. This is Red Heart. This is the Red Heart Retro, which I know is like super popular because it's really beautiful. And then this is the ombre in the gray, whatever that color is. It doesn't fit super well. The armholes are a little bit too tight, but it doesn't really fit at all. But it's pretty. I do really like it. I just don't wear it because this is too tight. But it's not something that I will be taking apart. It does have a special significance to me. It's a very sentimental piece. So I have it, I like it, it's beautiful. It just doesn't fit. But it's staying as is. This was, the pattern is called the Perfect Cardigan. I didn't make it right, so if it doesn't look great, that's my fault. It's not the pattern's fault. I tend to not be great at reading patterns the first time around. So I usually make something more than once. So if I don't understand the instructions the first time, the second time, then maybe it actually made sense, right? I know that I messed up this section, like the shaping here on these panels, but this is the Big Twist Tweed from Joann's. I love these colors together. It gives me kind of like a varsity vibe, which I'm not a varsity person, but I do love Letterman jackets. I think they're very cute. So that's that. I like it a lot. I have worn it out a couple of times. You can kind of see here, like, that shape is weird. That's not what that's supposed to look like. I've done something wrong with the front of the cardigan, and I don't know what. I made it quite a while ago. Still within like the last year and a half, I think, but it's closer to the beginning of that part. It's not quite right. I've made a large number of cardigans since then, so I think if I tried it again, I would have a much better idea what I was doing. I'd be able to look at the instructions a lot better and probably do a better job. It is a paid for pattern, so like I can link it, but it's not free, so. But yeah, that's that, and I do think it's really cute. I adore these colors together, I really do. I just know that this is not actually what it's meant to look like. This is another one. I had fun with this one. This is, I want to say Manarola from Hobie, and I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. It's one of those nice kind of roving style, very similar to like landscapes or facets. I made buttons. I'm not going to button all of them, but that one doesn't even stay. I've never tried making buttons for a cardigan before. It's a little tight, so they're not really staying. But yeah, I also think the buttonholes are just a little bit too big. But what's that? I think this is Raglan. I don't think it's on the other. Yeah, it's a Raglan style. I like it. It's very pretty. The colors are really pretty. I'm really proud of myself for making my own buttons like that. That's awesome. And making a button band. I've never done that before. This is a very experimental one. I do really like the colors a lot. I just haven't had a lot of occasion to wear it, partly because it is just that little bit too small. This one's fun. This is the hexagon party. I really just left them then hanging off of it. I really, really wanted to like the hexagon cardi. I saw it everywhere. So many people were making it. I tried one. I didn't like it. I went ahead and looked up some other people's versions, and saw a lot of people do like a granny square down the center back to make more space on the back. So I decided to try that, and it did help with like the fit. And this is Premier Cake. I don't remember what it's called. Sweet rolls. Sweet rolls. I like it. Again, I like the dual color kind of thing. So this is black and gray. This is a gray, white, and pink kind of coming together. And then the back is a different yarn. It's just gray. I do actually like this, and I will wear it. It's just, you know, it's been way too hot for cardigans, but I don't think I'll make another one. I didn't super enjoy the process. I don't super enjoy the finished object. Like, I like this one, and I will wear this one, but I think I just like other styles of cardigans better. I think I just bumped a hanger that's sitting on my little end table here. So, yeah. It's cute. I love these colors together. I will say that. I just... hexagon cardigan just isn't my thing. This is another cardigan that's probably going to go ahead and go in the scrap pile. It's Raglan style. It's not big enough. It's okay. But it's just okay. I don't feel anything when I put it on. It's not impressive, or, you know, it just is. So I will probably do something else with this. This is the Hobie butterfly. It looks like it's 2 cakes. And I do have another one in this color, so I can take it apart and use all 3 of them to make something else. This is another cardigan. This one's really old. I don't know when I made this, but it's years old. I know it's called the blanket cardigan. I think I should still have the pattern saved, so I should be able to put that down below. I don't know that it was made the way it's supposed to be, because this was back when I didn't really understand patterns or gauge or yarn size systems or anything. But I do like it. I don't know what this yarn is, but it's pretty soft. This, I think, is some kind of red heart, but again, I'm not entirely sure, because this is quite old. But I like the colors together. I have worn this out of the house. It's nice, it's cozy. It's way too hot. And I made thumbholes. I like it. It probably doesn't fit as well as it could if I made it now, because I have a much better understanding of like how things should fit and how to make things and all of those things, but I still enjoy this. This is kind of like a duster cardigan, but it doesn't have sleeves. This is the Rose Cardi from Heart of Home. It's a mandala, known as mandala meow. So this is what that colorway looks like. If you're curious, this is all of the colors in it. And yeah, meow, like the Pokemon, if you're wondering. I didn't want to do sleeves because I liked how the colors looked, and I'm not like a big color control person, so I didn't want to end up with like really weird looking sleeves, so I just left it without them. This is like a raglan style. It's not meant to close out of the way. It's meant to be more of like an open fit, and it is a duster style. It hits me about mid-calf. But it's very lightweight. It doesn't have any sleeves, so it's not like a really warm fall type duster. It would be more something you might wear in the spring. It's also mandala is a 3-weight, so very, very lightweight. But it's pretty, and I like it, and I have worn it a couple of times. This is one that I had a lot of fun designing. So I made this pattern on stitch shuttle, plug drip. This is another thing I could do much better now. I have a better idea of how to make things fit my body, how to do color changes and stuff like that. And like you can see, I carried the yarn throughout here, and so it's kind of bulky, and you can kind of see the right through it. It's not great, but this is what I made back then. This is Red Heart or Mainstays. I'm not sure. I think it's Red Heart. Yeah, it's these front panels are way too small, so it doesn't really cover the front at all, and I think the back is a little bit too narrow too. It's much too long for how narrow everything is, and this is like too tight through the sleeves. But I do like the way it looks. It's just not the best fit. So if I did it again, I definitely have some ideas of how I would change it. I did have plans of doing one in black and green for like a slime look. So I might actually do that sometime before Halloween this year, and just make the changes that I've, discussed. Since I am way more experienced than when I first made it, but I do still love this, and it's not going anywhere. I think I should actually make like full sleeves instead of just these little short ones. I don't know. I think I was planning on making sleeves at the time, and then I just changed my mind because it seemed like a lot of work. But that's that. Here's what I did with the rest of the winter glow yarn. This yarn is so pretty. Do you see how pretty that worked out? It's just another like cozy cardigan. This one actually fits really well. I don't think I've ever worn this, which is a shame because it's super pretty. I do think the random sections of color here is a little bit weird, and I might have been better off like making the sleeves and then doing this as like a cuff. But at the time, I had no idea what I was doing. I was just still figuring out how crochet even works. But I mean, for not having any idea what I was doing, like, this looks good. And it's wool, so it'd be very warm. It is very warm, but it would be really good for winter. And I love this winter glow yarn so much. I definitely need to get some more and make something where I actually know what I'm doing this time. This is one of those things that I absolutely love, but I just don't have any occasion to wear. It's a cape. Got a big old hood. Isn't it beautiful? Black and gray, very soft yarn, whatever it is. I don't know what it is. I like it. I made it for Halloween last year or the year before. I don't remember for sure. But I haven't had any occasion to wear it since then. Actually, I could just wear this with my witch dress, honestly, for whatever I'm doing. I probably need like some kind of clasp so it stays on. But yeah, I like it. Got 2 more jackets. These are both in that carry cake. They're probably both going in the scrap pile. This is just like a freehand thing. I like how the stripes look. I just don't know, because again, I have other cardigans that I really like. I don't know that this is something I would end up wearing. But I'm not sure. I might hold on to it until it's said for sure. Because I do like the striping on it a lot. Whatever this carrot cake is, I want more of it because I really do like it. And then this was my first attempt at a hexagon 30. This one is probably going in the scrap pile. Not because I don't like it, because I actually kind of do. Though it doesn't fit super well, it just falls off. And that's the problem, is that I've made the other one, which does fit, and this one doesn't fit. So this is going in scraps. This is my favorite thing I have ever made. This is the Hobie Horizon. Couldn't tell you the name of the colorway or what number it is, but it's free-handed. It's just rectangular panels sewn together to fit the way I want it to. It's a nice oversized, like, grandpa kind of cardigan. Got pockets, though they're a little bit too low. They still work. I probably should have put them like up here instead, but I didn't know at the time. I love this thing so much. It's so colorful and bright, and it makes me happy, and I love how it fits, and everything about it is just utterly perfect. And that is the last thing I had to show you guys today. So, thank you for coming. I hope you like everything I've shown you today, and I appreciate all the effort I put in. Go ahead and like and subscribe, and you know, if you like what you saw, recommend it to your friends. That helps my channel grow, and the more I grow, the more I can share with you guys. Yeah, thank you for being here. I love you guys. Bye.